Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk about in-the-box thinking. What is our room? Our room is really a box. So it has four sides, top and a bottom. Okay? Cats love to play in them. I saw that the other day. You buy them all these fancy toys and then they prefer a cardboard box. Hopefully there's nothing inside of it. I had to take some of the amplifiers out of the boxes so that they could play in them, but rooms are boxes. There's a lot of current misunderstanding about that box. And all of that misunderstanding gets in the way of our ultimate goal, which is resolution. That's what we're trying to do. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get rid of our box. We're trying to make it go away. The best sound is no room. But unfortunately, we have to have a room to climate control, shield us from elements and things like that. So a lot of the misunderstanding out there is not in alignment with what we're up to. And we all know from our mission statement, we're all about resolution at any cost. So that's our goal. And that's the mission statement I will continually abide by and stick to until, we don't do acoustics anymore, because there's no sense of doing it halfway. And the whole industry is full of halfway. Resolution is a step-by-step process. There's a hierarchy of order, there's a hierarchy of need to establish room resolutions, to get the ultimate that you can. The gear today has really good resolution, low distortion, nice response, but our rooms are horrible. If you look at most rooms that we see on these room forums, and people are kind of happy with the sound that they get in their room. When they've treated correctly and fixed the issues, they're ecstatic. So there's the goal, to get that ecstatic feeling, because we're going to increase resolution. Corner traps, some more of the industry nonsense that further fights us against resolution. It's not the corner of your room that's producing the problem. It's the whole room. It's the whole box. It's the whole side of the box. It's the whole front, rear, top, and bottom, not the corner. Foam, low frequency management, nonsense. Foam is not a material type to manage a pressure wave. But if you don't understand that, you'll think that the claims that these companies make are valid. They're not. They're nonsense. Can't. Our laws of physics do not allow open cell foam to mitigate pressure waves. Square rooms. Everybody's heard square rooms are so horrible. No, they're not. They're really not. Look at the modal structure of a square room. You'll see it's not that bad as everybody says it is. Another kind of half-truth, okay? What do we got to do? Oh, non-parallel walls, that's another one. That was a thing used many, many years ago when we didn't have proper techniques and treatment to manage the time signature of reflections. We have that now. So stick with rectangular rooms. They're predictable and consistent in their issues, and thus predictable and consistent in the performance. I can tell you in a rectangular room, if you treat 30% of each wall surface with low frequency management, what you're going to do to the response curve. I can tell you if you're going to treat 40% of that room surface, what you're going to do to the response curve. 50%. It's all linear. That's the beautiful thing about predictability and consistency. So stick with rectangular rooms. All right. We've got to manage the energy, both reflections and pressure on the four walls. Got to. So we like to use the 50% rule. So if the wall's 8 foot high, we want to treat at least 4 feet of it, all the way across. Not just the corners, all the way across, right? Here's an issue that's always forgotten about, and it's critical, especially in mixed rooms, professional mixed rooms. The floor to ceiling. Everybody understands the reflections from the ceiling at the console at the listening position can be problematic, granted. But how about low frequency pressure? Nobody talks about that. And the ceiling height in any room is what? Smallest of the three dimensions. Ceiling height is always less, or always greater, always less than the width and the height. So it produces the most issues, right? An 8-foot ceiling height, 70 cycles, constant at 8 foot. That's a huge problem. And that's a dip usually, 7-8 dB dip. So there's the attenuation, and there's not being able to hear anything. And we don't want that, right? Oh, diffusion, I had to put LOL for foam. I won't even go into that one. All right. So the industry has simplified treatment to the point that you don't get any resolution. You don't get what you could get if you step back and assess the situation and develop a strategy. Rate and level of absorption. Not all absorption is created equal. You have to have the proper rate and level. So absorption and diffusion as your headings, there's many subcategories under each one that have to be diffusion, the distance, absorption, rate, and level. There's all kinds of variables under these two things. Not all absorption is the same. Not all diffusion is the same. So all this has to be applied. It's a step-by-step process. Don't forget this. Can't skip steps. You'll pay for it in the final sonic benefits or not so much benefits in the room. Surface area coverage, another critical thing. I saw a room the other day. A guy said, well, I put one panel on the wall. Couldn't hear a difference. And the people that sold it to him told him that that would solve all the problems of the whole wall surface. I don't like to use the word common sense, but come on. A little common sense in this situation would have been welcome. So this is just a series of examples that you have to come up with. Remember, your room is a box. And most of the thinking about that box and the sound management inside that box is not geared towards resolution. So if you're after resolution, we can help you. If you're not, there's plenty of other companies that'll sell you stuff that you won't be happy with. In the box thinking. I hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.